In this video, I'll show you how to easily create an e-commerce website with WordPress. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so for example, I'll show you how to create an e-commerce store like this one here, and it will be completely customizable. If you didn't like this header layout, I'll show you how you can move your logo here, maybe have your menus here, and then maybe your social icons here, right? And it's fully responsive as well, meaning it will work and look great on smaller devices. Everything looks very professional and user-friendly. So when we scroll down, we've got this hero section where we can promote any type of promotion or featured products that we've got. We can also embed a video into this hero section. For example, if I click on this icon here, again, we can highlight any type of featured products or any discounts that we've got. We can display popular categories or even educational information regarding our products. And then we can showcase any type of featured products, discounts. And then as we scroll down, we've got this scrolling effect on our footer area as well. Let's view the shop page and then we'll view the product page. All right, so let's click onto our shop page. Here we can customize the shop page layout. So for example, you might want to display a sidebar with products filtering options, right? So it's totally up to you how you go ahead and customize this. But the aim is by the end of this video, you'll be able to set up your e-commerce store and configure it to your liking, right? Let's go ahead and click on a product. This is our variable product here. So I'll show you how you can implement this as well. Here, instead of displaying our variable options in a drop down, we're displaying these elegant swatches. So our customers can quickly choose the selection that they want, right? And then just add it to their basket. Okay. And regarding this product page, I'll show you how you can customize it as well. So this is just how I personally like the product page, but maybe you want to display the image on this side. Maybe you want to rearrange the different elements on the page. So maybe you want to show the product name first and then the price. I'll show you how you can customize all of that. So let's quickly view the checkout page. So I'll also show you how you can optimize your checkout page, right? And this one is inspired by the Shopify checkout page, which is renowned for having the best conversion rate in the e-commerce space, right? So we're bringing that type of technology onto our WordPress website, and it's a free as well. All right. So with that being said, let's get straight into the tutorial. I'll leave all the links and resources in the description below. So first you'll need a domain and a hosting account. You can use whichever hosting or domain registrar you like. We don't get any sort of commission for recommending one over another, so it's totally up to you. But however, just go ahead and sign up for a particular plan. For this demo, I'll be using Hostinger, but again, you can use whichever provider you want. Once you've got that, let's head over to our dashboard and let's actually create our website. So let's log into my account. I'm just going to head over to websites. I'm going to click add websites and I'll select WordPress here. Personally, I don't like this Hostinger UI. It's not what I'm used to, so I prefer the regular cPanel. Okay, so for example, on my A2 hosting account, so I prefer this type of setup, but it's just what I'm used to. So typically most of the hosting providers, they usually come with cPanel pre-installed, right? Which looks just like this. For me, I think it's just simpler to install WordPress this way, right? So we can just click install. Well, we can just click WordPress and then we can just press install here and then we can install WordPress on our website. Sticking with the Hostinger example, let's go ahead and try set this up. So let's create a password. Let's generate one. See what this password is. The website type, we'll select store, go next. Let's actually choose a pre-built template. Okay, so here they're suggesting Woocommerce. Since we selected we want to create an e-commerce platform, that's fine. But it's also suggesting these other plugins, which I don't want in this scenario. So I'm just going to select no. I'll manually add my own plugins. Again, it's trying to push these plugin suggestions. I'm just going to unselect them apart from Woocommerce. Okay, we'll select our domain. So that's installed fine. Let's go ahead and log into our account. Okay, so a few things to note. Since we actually created this site using a Hostinger installation wizard, it's already pre-installed Woocommerce for us, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly uninstall some of these plugins and I'll show you how to actually do it manually. In the event that you go with a different hosting provider, you can still follow along. So, okay, so let's go plugins. And then installed plugins. I'm going to select all these plugins here, and then I'm actually going to deactivate all of them. I'm also going to delete Woocommerce, and I'll show you how to add it manually. So we'll just click add new. So whilst we're on the plugins, we'll go add new plugin. And in here, we can just search for Woocommerce. So we'll just search Woo, and we can go ahead and install it. Let's activate it. And now when we go to our dashboard, we should see a setup wizard. Okay, and now when we navigate over to Woocommerce and then home, it should take us to the setup wizard. So here we can just go through the process. We can choose our store location. Okay, and then here they're recommending some plugins to us, right? So again, if it makes sense, you can go ahead and enable it. Otherwise, we can just leave it disabled. So I'm just going to untick all of them. So the printing and shipping could be useful. Okay, so we're almost there, right? So we've got WooCommerce installed. Let's go ahead and add a product to our store. So we'll navigate over to products and then add new. Okay, here we'll just enter in the name of our product, right? So for example, we can say, so we can add a product description and we can also add a product summary, right? So for this product, I'm actually going to turn it into a variable product. So instead of just a simple product with a standard price, we want this to be a variable product so we can add different variations, right? So for example, since this is a t-shirt, maybe we've got it in large, small, blue, black, or whatever the color option is, right? So we'll navigate over to attributes and we can create our attributes here. Again, for example, size, we can put the name here for size and then we can add the values here, right? So small, large, etc. I'm actually going to add this attribute on a global level, and that's because I want to be able to add some different swatches to it later on. So it'll make sense in a minute. So I'm actually going to go to attributes now, right? So under products, attributes, and then here I'm going to create our color, and then we can just click add attribute, and then I'm going to create one for size as well. Okay, let's go ahead and configure our color attribute. So I'm going to say blue, and then we can just click add color. Let's go back to attributes and we'll edit the size as well. So we'll configure the terms and then we'll just put L for large, M for medium, and then S for small. All right, so now we can actually pre-select some of our attributes, right, that we've created on a global level here. So let's go ahead and add the color one first, and then I'm going to select all the attributes here. And then we just need to make sure we enable this option where it says use for variation. Let's add another attribute. We'll add our size attribute. And here, this t-shirt, maybe we've just got it in large and small. So let's hit save attributes and then let's navigate over to variation. And then here, I'm just going to click generate variations. This will automatically add all the different combinations of the attributes which we've selected. If you wanted as well, we could have just done it manually. So we could just click add manually here and then just build it out manually. But this just saves a lot of time. Okay, so now when we open up one of these variations, we can add a different featured image for the variation. We'll get onto that in a second. And we can also add the price as well. So we need to add the price for this to show on the front end. I'm going to actually bulk add the price. So let's just click bulk action here and then we'll click set regular price. And then we'll say this is $35. Let's click OK. And let's add a product image. Click set product image. We can choose our categories here. So I'm just going to add a new one. So I'll say shirt and then just click add category. We can add product tags as well. Now we'll just hit publish. Let's view this product. Okay. And this is our first variable product. So this looks fine. So the customer can choose the color from blue or brown, and it can also choose the sizing as well. All right, so this is good. Let's go ahead and actually convert this into a swatch. And to do so, we'll use the AOVUp swatch plugin, right? So we'll just navigate over to aovup.com. All right, and then on the plugins, we will search for the variation swatches plugin, which is this one here. So you can go ahead and download this plugin. You can use the free or pro version. The free one's fine. I'm going to be using the free one for this example. So I've already got this downloaded. So now we're just going to upload it onto our website. All right, so we'll just navigate over to plugins and then add new. And we'll upload the plugin that we've just downloaded. And we'll just click activate. Okay, so now we'll actually go ahead and create our swatches, right? So we'll head over to AOVUp and variation swatch. Okay, and we want to enable our color attribute. And for the color attribute, we're going to set this for the color variation and we'll configure the terms. So we'll just open this in a new tab, right? So here we need to configure our blue attribute. So we just need to select blue so it matches whatever color it is, right? We can go back and then we can go ahead and configure this brown attribute. That looks fine. Let's hit update. All right, now let's head back over to variation swatches. Now we'll enable our label swatch, right? And then we'll just select size and then let's just hit save. All right, so now let's go ahead and refresh this page. So we've got our variation swatches here. Again, this is just so much more user friendly, right? So straight away the customer can see which options are available, and I can just quickly choose the blue one, and let's say the one in large as well. Okay, so now let's go ahead and actually customize our shop design. And to do so, we'll just head back over to our dashboard. Now we'll navigate over to appearance and then themes. And then we want to click add new theme, and then we'll search for the Blocksy theme. We'll install this. Let's click activate. All right, we'll install the Blocksy companion plugin. We'll head over to starter sites. All right, and we'll import this modern shop here. Okay, so we just need to select the page builder in which we're using. Currently we're using Gutenberg, which is the default builder for WordPress, right? So we'll just click next, and then we'll go ahead and install the relevant components. Okay, so that's installed fine. So let's go ahead and view our website. Okay, and this is our store so far. So this looks super professional. And then all we need to do is just go ahead and swap out the information to our own, right? And to do so, we can just click edit page. Okay, let's change this copy. Okay, you get the idea, right? We can swap out the images. All right, here we can choose our image. Okay, and once we're happy with everything, we can just hit update, right? Okay, if we wanted to add a new section, we can just scroll down here and then just click this plus icon. We can go browse, and then here we can see all the different widgets we can add to the page. If we choose patterns as well, we can view all the patterns that's available with WordPress by default, right? And then we can just drag and drop it onto the page. I'm just going to delete this and let's update this. So our homepage looks fine. Let's have a look at our store page, and then we'll go ahead and edit that if needs be, right? So we'll view our shop page. So this is our shop page. It looks fine. We can just go ahead and swap out the image. Oh, a quick hack as well. When it comes to stock images, I personally recommend, let's just head back over to our dashboard here. Let's go plugins and then add new. I'm going to go ahead and search for Pixabay, I think. Okay, so it's actually instant images. It's this one here. Let's install this plugin. Let's activate it, because this plugin will allow us to automatically import image from various different free stock websites onto our page that we're creating, right? So now I'm going to edit this shop page. Let's go ahead and hit customize. All right, so I want to edit this section here. Let's change this image. Okay, we'll click on instant image here. And then here I'm going to say hiking, right? And I'm going to go ahead and import this one. Okay, so I like this one a lot better. I'm going to stick with this one. And then here, obviously, this text color doesn't make sense against this background. So we can customize that. We'll click design. And then we'll just switch this to this white color here. Once you're happy with everything, we can just hit publish. All right, let's go back and let's actually swap out this logo here. So I'm going to actually edit this. Then we'll want to upload our own logo. So let's hit publish. Now let's view our website. Okay, and it's looking fine. We're getting there, right? Okay, so now let's go ahead and customize the single product page, which is this one here. Right, so out of the box, this actually looks fine, but we can go ahead and customize it a bit more, right? So we'll just hit customize here. Okay, we can hit edit. Okay, so currently this product doesn't have any review since we've just created it, but essentially here we've got the star rating. There's no star rating showing because we don't have it. We can enable the breadcrumb trail here. It doesn't make sense since we've already got it here. We can also rearrange the fields as well, right? So maybe we wanted to display the price first, right? And then we've got the product name and then a description. So let's remove some of this spacing under the price. So let's remove some of the spacing here. And then let's go ahead and add that space into the title. Okay, so that looks loads better. This looks fine. I'm happy with this so far. So now let's click edit here. And for this product image, I actually want to make this product image sticky, right? So as the customer scrolls, I want this image to always be visible. So I'm going to say sticky gallery. Now we can customize the container width as well. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, and then we'll just hit publish. All right, now let's view our product again. Okay, and I'm happy with this. This looks fine. A few other things to note when it comes to page customization. Okay, we can make it a customizable product. For example, here we've got these customization options. and this is using the AOV Up product add-ons plugin. You can also add quantity breaks, right? So if we open this in a new tab, don't know if you can see that, but here we can see these quantity breaks here, right? Where we're actually incentivizing customers to purchase more than one. So this is great for t-shirt products actually. So for example, if they brought 2 t-shirts, we can say you can save X amount off, and then maybe we can give them free shipping as well, right? The product bundle plugin by AOV Up will allow you to do just that. And if you're interested, I'll leave a link on screen to the video showing you exactly how you can do so. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and actually customize our menu items. So to do so, we just need to navigate over to our dashboard, and then we can navigate over to appearance and then menus. Since we actually imported the demo for that Blocksy theme, it's actually created 2 menus for us, right? So we've got the footer menu and our main menu. So I'm going to select main menu here, and this is what we can see on the front end, right? So we can see this home button here, we can see this shop URL, product URL, and so on, right? So let's say, for example, we wanted to add a new menu item. If it's a page, we can search for it under pages, right? If it's a post, we can do the same as well. We can search for it, or we can add a custom link. So for example, let's add a custom link to our contact us page. So I've just copied a URL, and then let's just say contact. So we'll just set the link text to contact, and then let's go ahead and add this to our menu. Okay, so we do have a contact us page. Let's change this to refunds then, right? Let's just say refunds or returns. Now let's say support. And then obviously we'll just link to the appropriate URL. Okay, and then when we scroll down here where it says menu settings, typically we'll have some locations here. So with this theme, we've got a header 1 location and a mobile menu location as well. So we can just hit save. Okay, and let's refresh this page. Right here we've got a support link. So that's how you basically manage your menu items. Okay, and let's actually test out the checkout flow. So let's add this to cart. Let's view cart, and let's go to our checkout. Okay, so this checkout layout, it isn't too bad, right? Because we're using the Blocksy theme, which is good. However, I want to optimize this slightly. So I'm going to head over to our dashboard, and I'm actually going to install and activate the AOV Up checkout plugin. So we can just head over to aovup.com, and then we can just navigate over to this AIO checkout plugin. We can go ahead and download it. So I've already got it downloaded, so I'm just going to upload it onto our website. So again, we go plugins and then add new, and then we'll go upload. All right, so let's activate this plugin. All right, so I'll just navigate over to AIO checkout here. Usually it's under AOV Up, not too sure why it's there. All right, so let's click create new checkout. And this is our first checkout flow. So I'm going to select this multi-column layout here. To further customize it, we do need the pro version, but I think the default layout's good enough. So now let's navigate over to fields. Now we can customize the fields, right? So for example, if we didn't need their phone number, right, we can just hide this field, and we can also add new fields as well. All right, for example, we can add this URL field, and we can just rearrange the checkout to suit our likings, right? So once we're happy with everything, we can even turn it into a multi-step checkout by just clicking this plus icon here. And I'm going to add a new section. And let's move this here. Okay, and I'm going to enable this option to always display our order summary. And let's just move this back over to this side. So let's enable this checkout flow. Let's set it as our global checkout. And then for the name, we'll just say default, right? We can name it whatever we want. It's just for internal purposes. Now we can just hit save. Now let's refresh this checkout page. Okay, so as you can see, this is a much more streamlined user experience. And here we can also see our custom fields as well. This is inspired by the Shopify checkout, which is renowned for having the best conversions in the e-commerce space. So you get to benefit from that. So now let's go ahead and connect our first payment methods. So let's head back over to our dashboard. Let's navigate over to plugins and then add new. I want to install the Stripe payment method. You can use WooPay, which is based off the Stripe platform. I'm used to using Stripe, so I'm just going to search for Stripe, and then we'll go ahead and install this plugin here by Woocommerce, the Stripe payment gateway. Let's click activate. All right, now let's navigate over to Woocommerce and then settings and then payments. Okay, and here we can actually go ahead and enable Stripe. Then it will prompt us to connect our account. Once we connect our account, we'll be able to use Stripe on our website, right? And with Stripe, you can enable payment options like Klarna, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and so on, right? So that's what I'll do. However, for demonstration purposes, we can just probably install this payment options, which says cash on delivery, just so we can test out the user flow, right? And then we can just hit save. And now we'll be able to see this cash on delivery payment option on our store, right? But obviously when you're going live, if this isn't a payment method that your store will support, then obviously just make sure you deactivate this option. Before we wrap up, let's have a quick look at setting up our shipping options. So let's navigate over to WooCommerce and then settings, and we'll navigate over to shipping. Okay, so this is quite new for WooCommerce. This wasn't like this before. So since we've actually specified that our store is located in the US, here it's actually created a shipping zone for us, which is in the US, and it's also added a shipping method, which is free shipping. Okay, so that's quite handy. But let's say you were to set it up manually, we can just click add zone, and in here let's set up a UK shipping zone. Right, for the regions we can just say UK, I will say United Kingdom. And then for the shipping method, let's say we wanted to do a flat rate shipping. So we'll just click continue. Let's say it will cost $3.50 per item. So we'll just put the asterisk sign, and then we'll do brackets, and then we'll do QTY, close brackets. Okay, so essentially now for each item that a user adds to their basket, it will charge them $3.50, right, per quantity. If you want to create more complex formula, just go ahead and hover over this here, and then it will give a few different examples of the type of formulas you can use, and just click create and save. All right, we can rename this option as well. So instead of saying flat rate, we can just click edit. Then for the name, we can say standard delivery. If you want more information on setting up WooCommerce shipping, I'll leave a link on screen to a more in-depth video which shows you how to set up your shipping options from start to finish. And this brings us to the end of this video. If you've got any questions regarding what we've gone through in this video, leave it in the comment box below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.